Hey everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Zeez. On today's episode, we are making chili inspired bean stew. So if you'd like to see how I make it, please keep on watching. And as usual, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and click the notification bell. So let's get into it, shall we? So we are going to get right into it by dicing up about 2 onions. I'm speeding this process up because you have seen me dice and chop onions 1,000 times on this channel. Next, I'm just halving some cherry tomatoes. I like using the multicolored cherry tomatoes specifically because they are different in levels of sweetness, tartness, and tanginess. I feel like tartness and tanginess is the same thing. And in South Africa, we don't have access to a lot of varieties of tomatoes. And one of the varieties or areas that we have a lot of variety in is our cherry tomatoes. So I use it as well for some variety in my food. You all know the drill regarding the oil. I just added a bay leaf as well. Next, we are just rinsing our canned beans. I'm using black beans and veloute beans. I did not have kidney beans on the day that I made this, so I improvised. Oh, hold up, I'm actually using a can of mixed beans that have butter beans, kidney beans, and I think black-eyed peas in it. My bad. Now you obviously already know the drill regarding the onions. We are just browning them really well because as usual, the browner your onions, the more flavorful your dish will be. So those onions are nowhere near brown enough, but I was impatient. Now this is nowhere near an authentic chili recipe. I did not have all the ingredients or the proper ingredients for a chili recipe, so I thought I'd improvise and still use the authentic or original flavors of chili to make this stew. So authentic chili basically has a variety of chili peppers in, usually dried and made into that's reconstituted and then made into a paste, as well as meat, tomatoes, cumin, garlic, as well as onions. So we have the ingredients, but not all are in the correct form, or there isn't a lot of variety in some of my ingredients that I'm using. For example, the chili powder and chili flakes. To me, the indigenous cultures and cuisines of the Americas are quite similar to a lot of the cultures of a lot of Asian countries as well as a lot of African nations as well, especially regarding the social and community aspect of food and the importance that food plays in all of these cultures. So we are just going to let this cook down really well and let all those flavors just develop. Now, my first encounter with chili was in Saudi, and I will be honest, it was a packet product that you just added to meat, and it was not very nice. So I decided to go and research and find out the actual history behind chili. And what I found out was recipes date back to the Aztecs, however, their diet was more plant-based than anything else, and meat was only introduced in the amounts that it was after the Spanish invaded. Other recipes also date back to the American-Mexican War, when dried meat and dried chilies were used to cook food. It was nutritious, not very easily perishable, and also easy to transport. Now we are just going to add a bit of water to it and just let it cook down further. Now, another fact regarding chili is that it originated amongst Mexican women, and from there modern chili made its way to the States and to the rest of the world. Now we're just going to add our beans and just give it a nice cook through so everything can just amalgamate really well. And that's about it. That is my chili inspired bean stew. So I hope I got you inspired, and I hope I got you thinking about trying different cuisines, especially those that are steeped in culture and community. Now, all I did with my bean stew is I served it with some couscous and some spinach. Now, let me know if you try it, let me know how it goes, and let me know what other cuisines and cultures you like.